How I'm looking, how I'm sounding. I'm good, I'm good. What's going on, everybody out there? Mr. Sandman is sounding back in real quick. How y'all doing, motherfuckers? Shit, I can't complain. I'm alright. Like, I gotta get this damn bush cut off. I'm definitely gonna do this shit ASAP. I was in album mode. That's why my hair looking all crazy. My hair, my beard, I ain't gonna. I cut my beard from before. I ain't trying to cut that shit again. I'm letting my shit grow out. But this shit definitely gotta go. For those out there that know me, it's about to be Sandman Austin time. You know what I'm saying? But later for that, I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to chop it up about this guy Bobby Lashley for you wrestling fans out there. And I'm gonna take my time with this. Bobby Lashley basically was wrestling in the army. I think he was a sergeant also. Doing his thing up in the army. And fast forward, he ended up getting, a contract to the WWE. And he ended up on SmackDown. Seemed generic at first, very green in the ring. Then little by little he got better. He got into rivalries with Fit Finley or Regal or Booker T. And, you know, people was looking at Lash like, okay, we got a dominating black man in the sport of wrestling, which is a good thing. Potential potential main eventer. Hopefully, he'll win the WWF title, WWE title, what may have you. So it was a lot of promise. And then, just he ended up on ECW or whatever when WWE came out with their version of ECW, and he ended up winning that belt, and he was getting into rivalries with Vince McMahon and shit like that. And this when Vince McMahon was on some. First of all, he Vince McMahon was the ECW champion, and he was walking around wearing fucking do rags and shit. I don't know what that meant. And he was actually saying the word nigga. He said the word nigga once. But he called John Cena my nigga on television. Oh my god. I was just thinking about all that bullshit with this whole angle between Lashley and Vince McMahon. And before that, he actually was in a big money match with him and Umaga for WrestleMania. I forgot what WrestleMania that was, but it was basically the Battle of the Billionaires. Lashley representing Trump and Umaga representing Vince. So, you know, it was still promising Lashley, even though he went through a stupid ass fucking feud with Vince or what may have you. Whatever. Next thing you know, he ends up on SmackDown. No, excuse me, he ends up on Raw. And I think he had to relinquish the ECW title. So he ends up on Raw. And then he was gonna get into a rivalry with Kennedy, but it didn't happen. Like basically he had got hurt, and yeah, he did get hurt, I think. And then he ended up getting released. So after he got released, he went to TNA. A lot of people don't mention this shit. Lashley's been in TNA twice. The first time he went to TNA, he had Crystal, his girlfriend or wife at the time, as his valet basically, and she was basically being his manager, and he was the boss. That's what they called him, the boss. And that stint actually didn't even last long. And he had got fired on air actually. I think it was Bob. Was it Bischoff that fired him? I think it was Bischoff that fired him on TV. So after that, like who knows it wasn't even kayfabe. He actually got fired. So after that, he went to fucking Strike Force or one of them MMA leagues. Built his name up in there, and got a decent record up in the MMA. Built his name up a little bit. Came back to TNA, and this is when Lashley really started honing his skills a little more better. And then he had this dude MVP as a mouthpiece to really get him over, because we all knew Lashley can't cut a promo worth shit, and he's boring as bricks. He has no charisma. Like, he's just the in-ring beast. He's not much of a talker. And it was perfect that they put MVP alongside him. And, MVP was working as basically a wrestler / manager, you could say. And then, next thing you know, they have formed the whole Beatdown clan. It was MVP, it was Lashley, and was it Low Key? Yeah, I think Low Key was down with them. I think they was the originators. Correct me if I'm wrong down below, but I think it was them three. They was the first ones to beat down the Beatdown clan, which I loved a lot. I loved the Beatdown clan. I think the Beatdown clan was something new. It was refreshing, and you could tell MVP, whoever it is that thought of that concept, was a big fan of the Wu-Tang clan. That's basically what they was. It was good. I just hated the fact that Lashley wasn't in the Beatdown clan for long. He had got jumped out, and basically ended up going up against the Beatdown clan, which was I wasn't really here for that. But you fast forward, other people who had left, like MVP and whatever, they ended up not staying with the company. And Lashley basically got better and better and honed his skills. But even was a little decent on the mic. This is a little decent. I'm not gonna say he was blown away, like his mic skills got extravagant. No. But it was a little bit. He got his point across. And half the time, if not most of the time, that's all you really need to do is get your fucking point across. And they was basically giving him the ball. Like, he had the heavyweight title and stuff from before, of course, like when he was with the Beatdown clan and all that other jazz. But he started becoming like a belt collector. He had the heavyweight title, X Division title. He was just collecting everything, and it even got to the point where he even brought like his own MMA crew. Like, these dudes is like on some NWO shit, but they was MMA fighters. A lot of people didn't like it. They were like, "Oh, this is corny," but I thought it was fucking good, especially the mouthpiece of the crew. And I'm mad I forgot his name. But the mouthpiece of he was a real good talker to get the whole crew over, and including Bobby Lashley. And he got the whole moniker. First he was the Destroyer, then he became the Walking Armageddon, aka the Belt Collector. TNA was treating this dude Lashley very well. He was doing his thing. And then, towards the end of his stint, he ended up getting into a rivalry with Brian Cage. And, Bobby Lashley basically did good business. He got this dude, he put him over before he left the company. And right before he became the WWE, everybody was saying like, man, Lashley need to come to WWE. He's gotten better in the ring. Like, we would love to see Lashley come back, especially go against Brock Lesnar. We definitely want to see that for WrestleMania or SummerSlam, one of those big pay-per-views. We definitely want to see that, And we finally got our wish with Lashley coming to WWE. When we heard the rumors that he was finally coming to WWE, of course, especially me as a watcher of WWE or whatever. I try to keep up with it. I can't really watch Raw and SmackDown like that. I only watch like the highlights here and there. I really can't watch a full show of either because it's mind blowingly dumb. But I was stoked. I'm like, oh shit, Lashley about to come back. That's what I'm talking about. We're gonna possibly get some dream matches here and there. So this dude comes back. First and foremost, they bring him back so stupidly because they bring him back on the Raw after WrestleMania, which was a bad fucking choice. Instead of these motherfuckers bringing him back as Braun Strowman's partner at WrestleMania when Braun Strowman was talking about all that mysterious partner shit, instead of him getting a fucking 10-year-old kid that looked like a fucking girl and completely buried the fucking tag team division with the bar included, they could have just had Lashley come out. He would have had a real good pop because it would have been a WrestleMania moment. Lashley's finally coming back. He's teaming with Braun Strowman. They're going for the tag titles. Have them go against the Bar. I'm not saying the match would have been a 5-star, but it probably would have been like a 3.5 star. But it still would have been a WrestleMania moment with Lashley coming back. But no, they decide to have this dude coming to Raw after fucking WrestleMania where everybody's fucking tired. You had all this fucking wrestling, all types of wrestling all weekend. Motherfuckers is tired. They're tired. They're exhausted. They went through too much, and you're gonna bring them like basically set them up for failure already. But I was patient. I was patient. They had this dude come out and catch Elias with a stolen suplex. People was like, okay, fuck it. Lashley's back. Fuck it. It sucks that Elias had to take that bump, but whatever. Lashley's back. And then, after he did that, we thinking like, okay, he might get into a rivalry with Elias, but that doesn't happen. Next thing you know, he starts teaming up with Braun Strowman. It's out the blue. So random. Which they should have did for WrestleMania, but they tried to do it after WrestleMania. And mind you, around this time, the tag team titles was already relinquished. So they put in this dude with Braun Strowman, and it's not making any fucking sense. They having matches and shit with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, and nobody's not caring because it's like, why is Lashley doing? What is Lashley doing? It's already looking stupid. But like I said, I was still keeping my patience. Still keeping my patience. So they ended up getting into a match. I think it was at Backlash. Strowman and Lashley against Owens and Zayn. They got into their match or whatever. They won, of course. Strowman and Lashley. Did they win? Who cares? And then, after that, we all thinking like, okay, now what's next for Lashley? Woo! Wow. They decided to have an interview with this guy and Renee Young. And instead of this dude basically talking about how he was dominant in other areas and shit like that, they decided to talk about his family when it comes to his 3 sisters, basically bullying him. And I'm like, how can we take this fucking dude serious if he's talking about getting bullied by his fucking sisters, his older sisters? You know what I mean? Like, we all got bullied from our siblings or whatever the case may be. But this is Bobby Lashley. If anything, He's supposed to be dominant as a fucking fetus. That's like Braun Strowman coming out and saying like, "Oh, I used to get bullied when I was younger and all that." You never heard about Braun Strowman say that shit. Braun Strowman said he was pushing down fucking trees when he was a child because he wanted to maintain that dominance. You got this dude Lashley coming out and saying that shit. Like, "Oh, I love you, and I want to fight for you for your dirty towel. I made it, cheesy." And then he's always fucking smiling. Why is Bobby Lashley always fucking smiling? What is the deal with these motherfuckers always smiling? Yes, I understand. Yes, you're getting paid very well. I understand that shit. But cut that fucking smiling out all the damn time. Just because you're a fucking good guy doesn't mean everything is all fucking peaches and fucking cream. Christ. And then to make matters even fucking worse, with this whole Three Sisters shit, they put him in the fucking program or rivalry with Sami Zayn, and then they have this. And it's nothing against, gay people, whatever. If you do what you do, you know what I mean, behind closed doors, whatever. But if you have this, you have three enhanced and jobbers, hammerneggers, whoever, dressed in drag, just to come out, try to embarrass Bobby Lashley and jump him and beat him up or whatever. Eventually Lashley gets the best of them, starts beating them up. The thing that kills me before this shit even happened, Sami Zayn's out making fun of his family and all that shit. Like, oh, look at his sisters, yada, yada, yada. And when Lashley comes out, you think Lashley will come out and just start tearing shit apart. No, he want to come out and be like this and want to be saying hi to the little kids and all that and taking fucking selfies with kids and what the fuck is going on here? This dude is talking shit about your family. This is what I'm talking about with WWE. This shit is not, like, we all know it's not realistic, yeah, but goddamn, you're supposed to make it feel realistic. You know what I mean? When people ask, like, yo, was that really real? Did he really feel like that? That's a good thing. When people start to think, like, damn, that might really be a shoot. Like, this might be real. That's what you call compelling television. If somebody's sitting there talking about your family, you're not going to come to this dude like say, hey, how you doing? You want to fight? Yeah. What the fuck is going on with most of these faces? Everything is always happy, and smiley, and let's go get some fucking ice cream sundaes bullshit. I'm tired of this shit. Lashley is fucking ruined. He's not even a fucking threat. Not even a blip on the radar to motherfucking Brock Lesnar. And they did this shit in what? 2 months. They ruined this dude that fast. And I personally think the only reason why they did that shit is just because he went to TNA. You know what I'm saying? He got released and he went to TNA and, made himself a star in TNA. And WWE, you know how petty WWE is. You know how petty Vince McMahon is. Oh, how dare you go over there and make a name for yourself when you could have stayed here and rubbed my balls and drank my Kool-Aid, you nigger. Yes, I said, yeah. Let's not act like Vince never said that word before. Like I said, he said it on fucking live fucking TV. So what the fuck? It's ridiculous, yo. I'm just... I had to bring this shit. I had to fucking talk about this shit. Like I said, I was being patient from before, but enough is a fucking enough. I had to fucking like WWE, man. Like, I can't say WWE as a whole because I ain't gonna lie. I love the network. The network got a lot of good content on there. I remember I was saying from before I would not buy the network, but I eventually did when the content got better, the streaming got better. I definitely give them that. I like Camp WWE. I love NXT. I love 205 Live. They do have shows on there. You know, they got the old school shows. They got Sunday Night Heat. They got WCW Thunder. They got the old school pay-per-views with WCW. The content is there. I give them that. But when it comes to Raw and fucking SmackDown, could eat a fucking dick that's AIDS infected. Dead ass. Raw and SmackDown is dead in the water. It's fucking ridiculous how Raw and SmackDown got, especially SmackDown. I remember SmackDown was like one of my favorite shows. It was a tradition. Me and my dudes would come together. We get some blunts, get some 40s, and we was always looking forward to a good show on SmackDown, and they always delivered. Look at the shit nowadays. I ain't gonna lie, it has its moments here and there. SmackDown is terrible though. Raw is even worse. But rest in peace to Lashley, man. Rest in peace to Lashley's career. WWE killed them, yo. And it's fucking sad because they really could have had something with Lashley. And then you got this dude doing a stalling suplex as a finisher. I'm not saying he should do the spear because everybody does the fucking spear. I'm tired of seeing that fucking move. But y'all could have gave him a different move. Or like a sit-down powerbomb or something. A stolen suplex that he could barely do correctly. He almost killed motherfuckers with that shit. Like whoa, Kevin Owens. He almost dropped Kevin Owens on his fucking neck. Because how are you trying to do that shit to fucking Kevin Owens? Kevin Owens is a big dude. I understand Lashley's a big dude too, but it's still a risky fucking spot. What if he'd have dropped Kevin Owens literally on his neck? Then what? I'm done, B. Like, WWE ain't shit for real when they Lashley like this. It's definitely unfortunate, and it's definitely not fair for Lashley. And I really think Lashley, right now, he has nothing to lose. Speak the fuck up, Lashley. Go in that office and be like, look, either push me right, or I'm going back to fucking TNA. And I know damn well TNA will definitely welcome Lashley back with open arms. Peace out, motherfuckers.